We're back with the political turmoil in South Korea. Earlier today, its constitutional court voted to dismiss President Yoon Suk Yeol from office. The ruling was a unanimous decision from the country's highest court to uphold the government's impeachment of Mr. Yoon. It comes after Mr. Yoon was suspended back in December for trying to declare martial law. Now, South Korea has 60 days to elect a new president. NBC News international correspondent Janis Mackey Frayer is live in Seoul with more on this. Janis, good morning. Mr. Yoon is only the second president in South Korea's history to be impeached and removed from office. Walk us through the details of the court's decision earlier today and how people are reacting.
Well, that's what makes it such an historic decision here in South Korea. The unanimous decision by the Constitutional Court that said South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol had betrayed the people in making that declaration of martial law back in December of 2024, and they upheld the parliamentary vote to impeach him. It means that Yoon is formally removed from office, and that triggered celebration and cheering in the streets today. Pro-impeachment supporters were kept separate from pro-Yoon supporters by thousands of police. There had been some concern that mass protests that have been called for today could have triggered violence, given how Yoon's ultimately failed martial law bid has divided people here and deepened this political crisis. That violence did not materialize today. From what we saw, people were happy when we were talking to them, most of them saying that they feel a sense of relief, that democracy has been restored to South Korea, and that maybe now the country can move on.
So we talked about how South Korea now has a 60-day deadline to elect a new leader. Janis, what happens next here?
Well, that is the next step. These elections that must be held within 60 days. In the meantime, the prime minister is the acting president, and he'll continue in that role until such time that a new leader is chosen. And when that person takes over, the first priority is going to be stabilizing domestic politics. There's very high tension between political camps. There's high tension with North Korea. And there's also some anxiety about South Korea's relationship with the United States. And it's not to say that uncertainty is going to magically disappear from South Korea. Yoon still faces a criminal charge of insurrection, and there are other trials and cases that are related to that failed martial law bid. After the ruling today, Yoon released a statement through his lawyers saying that he was regretful that he didn't live up to people's expectations, but there was no admission of guilt. He didn't refer to the ruling or to the court that had sealed his fate.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.